Hey everybody, Matt here from SBFishingTV with another mystery tackle box video for you. It's winter, these bass are starting to suspend in the cold water, and I've got some tips for you to get out and catch some more fish and get some more bites. Today I have the Yum Christie Crawl and the Weston Baby Bite DR. And both of these are fantastic presentations for winter craw imitation. So first we're going to take a look at the Yum Christie Crawl. So the Christie Crawl is a 3.5-inch crawl bait from Yum, and this is the black with blue flake, one of my favorite colors to throw year round, especially in the winter. This thing has a bunch of appendages running up the body and then two really realistic crawl styled arms on there. So that gives this bait a ton of action, and the fish just eat this thing up. And it's also super versatile because you can throw it as a jig trailer, you can Carolina rig it, you can Texas rig it, you can even throw it on a shaky head. So personally, I fish crawl style baits year round. I think that you catch some of the biggest bass when you're fishing a jig or any crawl style bait like this. And anytime I come up to rock or docks or grass, I like having some sort of crawl imitation on. Now, depending on what it is that you're fishing the Christie Crawl on, you're gonna fish different equipment, obviously. So if I'm throwing a jig, I'm gonna throw it on my flipping stick with 20-pound fluorocarbon. Generally my flipping stick's 7.6, heavy to extra heavy. And for now, when I'm throwing the shaky head, I have this on a 7.3 medium light spinning rod with a 20-pound main line to a 6-pound fluorocarbon leader. So next up, we have the Weston Baby Bite DR. Now this is a really interesting looking crankbait, just especially for the fact that the back of the crankbait has a really wide tail to it, which almost looks like a craw's tail. So this bait is really good at going deep and staying deep, which is what you're going to want to do when you're throwing it around. And while this is your typical shad pattern, the chartreuse and brown kind of give it a little bit more of a crawl imitation. So you really want this thing to stay on the bottom as much as possible, dredging up any sort of mud or dirt, and then you want it to deflect off of any sort of cover when you're fishing it. That's generally when you're going to get the most strikes, and you're going to draw reaction strikes out of fish that are a little bit more lethargic than just seeing this thing buzz by their face. They want to see it deflect off of cover, whether that's, you know, rock or a stump or wood. It's definitely the best way to fish this bait. I'm throwing the Weston Baby DR on a 7-foot medium heavy rod with 15-pound fluorocarbon. And if you want to keep this thing on the bottom, you want to keep your rod tip low. And if you think the fish are going to be a little bit higher up in the water column, or you're fishing shallower water, you just keep that rod tip high. And that'll keep the bait a little bit higher up in the water column. Alright guys, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video on imitating crawls in the winter. Let me know in the comment section below which one of these baits is your favorite and why. And as always, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me on the Mystery Tackle Box YouTube channel so you can see more tips and tricks videos just like this. See you on the next one.